Alrighty then, before y'all say a word, let me just set the record straight. I know how this looks, folks, but let me be real clear right here, right now. While I still got a shred of dignity, I did not mean to become a drug warlord. Nobody just wakes up deciding that. It sneaks up on you, slow-like, and then bam, all at once. Next thing you know, there's a SWAT team knocking at your door. Anyway, it all kicked off with my garden. Well, my ex-wife, Linda, she up and left me in March. Her exact words, and I quote them because I've had a whole heap of therapy sessions just to memorize this. Your garden is boring, and so are you. Now, before we move ahead, hit that subscribe button, y'all. And, like this video so that I can make more such beautiful, heavenly content. So obviously, devastated, I did what any reasonable adult man does after a divorce. I bought myself a $12 bag of mystery heirloom seeds. 6 weeks later, something grew. Something I was not emotionally prepared for. Now, hold your horses, folks. Before we go ahead, why don't we listen to Danny Miss Carranza here as she sings. Well, pinch my nipples and call me a pimp. She came out of the blue, didn't she? Now, back to our shit. I just grew a weird potato, and the internet, well, as it does, it just made it worse. And instead of doing literally anything else, like Googling it or showing it to a doctor, I ate it. Because that's just who I am. We're going to talk about the moaning. I don't want to, but we are.
Well, now, stage one. That was just pure, unadulterated euphoria. And oh boy, the moaning. Just plumb involuntary, I tell ya. Not a warning system in the whole wide world. Then, 3 days later, stage two rolled in. Less of them
Romantic sound effects. And a whole lot more of them aggressive furniture-related incidents. Me and that old mailbox, we've come to a peace accord since then. We just don't talk about it. And that, my friends, is the peace. But stage three, that's where it stopped being just my little problem. Turns out, you didn't even have to eat the stuff. The smoke alone did the trick. By Tuesday, my whole cul-de-sac had become, I need y'all to understand, I take zero responsibility for this. Here, it had accidentally become a controlled substance hotspot. My neighbor Gary, bless his heart, just wanted to borrow a ladder. He did not get a ladder. He got himself a whole new lifestyle. Well, here's the thing about old me. I'm just plumb bad at saying no. I once agreed to be a bridesmaid. Can you believe that? So, when folks started asking for more of it, I just kept saying yes. You hear? I called it a wellness cooperative. Everyone else called it something I'm legally not supposed to repeat on camera. 2 months in, it had reached 3 counties. I needed help, so I did what any accidental criminal mastermind does. I posted a Facebook ad. That's how I met Big Gary. Not the latter Gary, mind you. A different, much larger Gary. He just showed up one day, out of nowhere, and started standing near me. And I never really asked him to leave. Meanwhile, across town, a woman named Sherry, she had her own thing going. Zucchini voracious, she called it. Made people extremely aggressively hungry. So now, we had a turf war, folks. The vegetable wars. As absolutely nobody but old me called it at the time. I even got myself a nickname on the street, can you believe it? El Zucchino, which again now is not even my vegetable, dagnabbit. That's Sherry's vegetable. Nobody cared. Nope, legally, by the way. It's a vegetable. Just a moaning, humping, deeply upsetting vegetable, I tell you. The federal government, bless their cotton socks, actually held a meeting about it. And get this, nobody wanted to hold the evidence bag. I know this because they told me at my sentencing. Unprompted. Well, at the height of it, I, a man who still can't parallel park, I was running an operation across 4 whole counties with 11 relatives on the payroll and, one increasingly resentful Big Gary. But it turns out, my little empire, it could survive a federal investigation. Oh, but it could not survive Thanksgiving. My dear old grandmother, 84 years old, bless her heart, she grabbed from the wrong dish, you see. She later told me, and I'll never, ever forget this, that it was the best Thanksgiving of her life. 7 squad cars, 1 very confused K-9 unit, and a news van to boot. I got arrested on 11 charges, none of which, I later learned, technically existed yet. They had to write some of them on the spot. At trial, the judge, he said the phrase moaning yam out loud 14 times. So that's my sentence now. Community guard, supervised, mind you, every plant tested, every seed logged. And honestly, I've never been happier. Turns out I just needed a hobby. And a parole officer, of course. And for everyone to stop calling me El Zucchino, which, for the record, still ain't fully happened. As for the original plant, officially, it's been eradicated. Completely gone. Never happened. Unofficially, well, nature has a way of coming back. So does bad judgment. Same thing, really. Anyway, if you hear anything about a vegetable war, that wasn't me. I want that on the record.